Welcome to MindBlend. Ever left a conversation feeling uneasy, like something was off but you couldn't explain why? That gut feeling isn't just paranoia. It's your mind picking up on subtle signals when words and true feelings don't match. Ignoring these cues can lead to draining, unfulfilling relationships. In this video, we'll decode 10 science-backed signs that someone might secretly dislike you, even if they're hiding it well. Let's dive in. First up, excessive, almost theatrical politeness. You know the type. Every gesture is just a little too perfect, every word is chosen with care, but it all feels strangely hollow. It's like watching someone act out a role rather than just being themselves. This kind of politeness can be so over the top that it actually draws attention to itself, making you wonder what's really going on beneath the surface. Real comfort in a relationship feels relaxed, not scripted. When people genuinely like each other, their interactions are easy, spontaneous, and sometimes even a little messy. There's room for inside jokes, gentle teasing, and honest reactions. You don't have to tiptoe around each other or worry about saying the right thing all the time. When someone secretly dislikes you, they often overcompensate with stiff, formal politeness. Think customer service voice, forced smiles, and hollow compliments. Their words might sound nice, but their body language tells a different story. You might notice their eyes darting away, their posture rigid, or their laughter just a bit too loud and forced. It's a performance, not genuine warmth. Every gesture is calculated, as if they're following a script rather than connecting with you on a real human level. The result is a sense of distance, even when they're being outwardly friendly. They follow a social script to avoid real connection, keeping you at arm's length. You might notice they rarely share personal stories or let their guard down, always maintaining a polite but impersonal tone. You might notice them using your full name too often, or laughing too loudly at unfunny jokes. These are subtle ways of keeping things formal and distant, rather than letting the relationship develop naturally. This isn't just their personality, it's a wall disguised as a welcome mat. The excessive politeness is a way to keep you from getting too close, all while appearing friendly on the surface. Over-the-top politeness is a defense mechanism to avoid conflict and emotional investment. It's easier to hide behind manners than to risk vulnerability or honest conversation. If their kindness feels cold and rehearsed, trust that instinct. Your gut often picks up on these subtle cues before your mind does. True rapport is imperfect and easy, not flawless and distant. Real friends let their guard down, make mistakes, and laugh about them together. So, if you sense that someone's politeness feels more like a mask than a genuine connection, pay attention. Overdone politeness is often the first clue that something's off beneath the surface. Our faces reveal more than we realize, especially through microexpressions. These split-second flashes of emotion can betray true feelings before someone masks them. Watch for fleeting signs of contempt, a one-sided smirk, a quick sneer, or disgust, like a wrinkled nose. Anger might show as a brief glare or tightened lips. Even if their words are friendly, these micro-expressions leak the truth. You might catch a flash of negativity when you share good news or ideas. These moments are hard to fake and even harder to hide. If you notice repeated, quick flashes of negative emotion, their friendliness is likely just a facade. The face often tells the story words try to hide. Sometimes it's not what they do, it's what they don't. The absence of effort, the lack of curiosity, and the silence between messages can speak volumes. You might find yourself wondering if you're overthinking, but often the signs are right in front of you. Minimal engagement is a clear sign: short, clipped responses, no follow-up questions, and dead-end conversations. It's when every interaction feels like you're pulling teeth just to keep things going. You might notice that your messages are met with one-word replies, or that your attempts to share something meaningful are brushed off with a simple, "okay." When someone likes you, they build on your stories and ask questions. They show genuine interest, remember details, and make you feel heard. The conversation flows naturally and you both contribute equally, creating a sense of connection and excitement. If you get one-word answers like nice or cool, and the conversation dies, they're signaling disinterest. It's not just about the words, they might take hours or even days to reply, and when they do, it feels obligatory rather than enthusiastic. This isn't about being shy or introverted. It's a consistent pattern of shutting you down. You'll notice they rarely initiate contact, and when you reach out, their responses are brief and detached, as if they're eager to end the interaction. You'll feel like you're talking to a wall, not a friend. No matter how hard you try to engage, it's as if your words bounce off without making any impact. The emotional distance becomes obvious, leaving you feeling isolated and unappreciated. They're doing the bare minimum to be polite, but not to connect. Their body language is closed off, their smiles are forced, and their attention is elsewhere. It's clear they're just going through the motions. If you're always the one trying to keep the conversation alive, take the hint. Relationships should be a two-way street, and if you're the only one putting in effort, it's time to reconsider where you invest your energy. It's a passive way of saying, "I'm not interested." Sometimes people avoid direct confrontation, but their lack of engagement is a message in itself. Save your energy for people who reciprocate. True connections are built on mutual interest and effort, not on chasing after someone who's already checked out. Consistent minimal engagement is a subtle form of rejection. Recognize it for what it is, and remember, you deserve to be around people who value your presence and make you feel wanted. Eyes reveal a lot, especially when someone dislikes you. Our eyes are often the first place emotions show up, even before a single word is spoken. Whether it's a fleeting glance or a lingering stare, the way someone looks at you can speak volumes about how they truly feel. Watch for two extremes: people who either avoid your gaze entirely, or those who seem to stare you down without blinking. Both are telling signs, and neither is accidental. Avoidance isn't just shyness, it's a persistent effort to create distance. When someone consistently looks away, it's as if they're putting up an invisible wall between you and them, signaling discomfort or even disapproval. They'll look anywhere but at you, at the floor, the ceiling, or even their phone, making you feel invisible or unimportant in the moment. This behavior can leave you feeling excluded or dismissed, even if nothing is said aloud. On the flip side, some people overcompensate by holding intense, unblinking eye contact. This isn't a sign of connection, but rather a way to assert dominance or mask their own discomfort. This kind of stare isn't warmth, it's a power play, or sometimes an attempt to hide nervousness. It can feel cold, even intimidating, and rarely puts anyone at ease. Sometimes people will alternate between avoiding your eyes and then suddenly locking on, creating a confusing push-pull dynamic. This inconsistency is another red flag that something is off in the interaction. A friendly gaze is relaxed and natural, not forced or intimidating. It feels easy, with gentle eye contact that comes and goes, matching the flow of conversation. Both extremes, dodging your eyes or locking on too hard, signal unease or hidden hostility. These behaviors are rarely about you, but more about the other person's internal state. If their eye contact feels unnatural, trust your instincts. Your gut reaction to someone's gaze is often more accurate than you realize. The eyes often reveal what words conceal. Even when someone tries to hide their feelings, their gaze can betray their true emotions, be it annoyance, discomfort, or even resentment. Connection is in the balance, not the extremes. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and that shows in the way we look at each other. Notice how their gaze makes you feel. If you sense tension or discomfort, pay attention. It's often your intuition picking up on subtle cues that words might never reveal. In the digital age, response time speaks volumes. If someone consistently takes ages to reply or ignores you altogether, it's rarely accidental. Occasional delays are normal, but a pattern of silence, especially when they're active elsewhere, is a clear signal. Their brief, non-committal replies show you're not a priority. This is a passive-aggressive way to create distance without confrontation. If you're always chasing a response, recognize the message. They're pushing you away. Invest your energy where it's reciprocated. Consistent digital silence is a modern form of exclusion. Passive-aggressive comments are covert hostility in disguise. Think backhanded compliments or jokes that sting, like, "Congrats on the promotion, they must have been desperate." These remarks undermine your confidence while giving them plausible deniability. Sarcasm that always cuts a little too deep is another red flag. If you leave conversations feeling confused or hurt, that's intentional. Passive aggression is psychological warfare, subtle but damaging. Consistent digs or concern that feels like criticism are signs of hidden dislike. Trust how these comments make you feel. It's not oversensitivity, it's covert hostility. Some people only show up when they need a favor. If someone's warmth appears only when they want something, you're not a friend, you're a resource. Notice if every interaction is transactional, centered on their needs. Genuine friendships are reciprocal. These are one-way streets. Their charm is conditional and disappears once they get what they want. If you feel like a convenience store, it's time to reevaluate. Pay attention to who initiates contact, and why. True friends value you, not just what you can do for them. A real friend celebrates your successes. If someone downplays your achievements, changes the subject, or offers lukewarm congratulations, take note. They might compare your win to something bigger or act uninterested. This often stems from envy or resentment. Sometimes their lack of enthusiasm is more telling than outright negativity. True friends share your joy. Those who dislike you can't fake it. If your good news is met with indifference or subtle put-downs, believe what you feel. Consistent dismissal of your wins is a clear sign of hidden animosity. Your success should feel like a shared victory, not a threat. Don't ignore repeated lack of support. Few things hurt more than being left out. Subtle exclusion happens when you're consistently left off invites or ignored in group plans. It's not just a one-time oversight, it's a pattern. Sometimes it's as simple as being invisible in group conversations or missing from inside jokes. They reinforce their social circle by making you the outsider. This can happen online or face-to-face. If you're always on the outside looking in, it's deliberate. Social exclusion is a powerful way to signal you're not part of the group. Don't ignore repeated patterns of being left out. After all the signs, your intuition is the most reliable. That uneasy feeling is your subconscious picking up on countless subtle cues. We often rationalize or dismiss it, but your gut is data, your brain's summary of everything you've noticed. If you consistently feel drained, anxious, or uneasy around someone, pay attention. Your emotional response is a compass. Don't ignore it or talk yourself out of it. Listen to what your gut is telling you. You don't have to confront anyone, but you can choose to invest less energy. Trusting your intuition is self-respect. Believe yourself, you know more than you think. Recognizing these signs isn't about suspicion, it's about empowerment. Use this knowledge to protect your energy and invest in genuine connections. You deserve relationships that uplift, not drain you. You can't control others, but you can control your response. Let this awareness be your shield, not your weapon. Build a social world that feels safe and authentic. Thanks for watching. Take care of your mind.